miles, LCH. All right, good evening. This is a tornado warning for St. Landry Parish in Louisiana until 6 p.m. Central Time. This is once again a tornado warning for St. Landry Parish, Louisiana until 6 p.m. Central Time. We have areas inside the polygon such as Palmetto, Port Bear, and Washington. And if this storm continues, possibly reaching areas like Croats Springs, Livonia, and Marigoine. And this storm is in the general movement toward Baton Rouge. So we're going to be watching that and see if anything happens there as it moves toward Baton Rouge. This is currently a tornado warning in effect until 6 p.m. Central Time. You can see the rotation right here along the Interstate 49. The storm is moving relatively to the southeast. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get any feeds up here for this. This is currently, as I said, in effect until 6 p.m. It was just issued approximately 5 minutes ago. A tornado warning was in effect. A severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag was in effect until 5:45. They are likely to replace that with this new tornado warning here. This is relatively in rural areas. It's not aiming directly toward any communities within the polygon right now, but it might be a pretty close call on in Washington and also Palmetto and Port Bear. They're right in between. Let's go ahead and check something out here. We're currently watching this and seeing if anything gets issued with this here. And we're going to also bring up to see if we can find any reports of any funnel clouds or such. Okay, we're getting a new scan on the radar come through right now. And there you go, that's the newest scan. You can still see the rotation within the storm right here, north of Washington. That is north of Washington.
West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. Thursday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then clearing. Lows in the upper 60s. Northwest winds 5 miles per hour. Friday, sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly clear. Lows in the mid-60s. Saturday, sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Saturday night through Monday, mostly clear. Lows in the mid-60s. Highs in the upper 80s. At 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, or 2100 UTC, the center of Hurricane Gabrielle
you can see that the rotation was much stronger earlier.
North, Longitude
and
45
it's still
points
relatively
west.
strong.
Gabrielle is moving toward the east near 28 miles per hour, 44 kilometers per hour. An eastward to east-northeastward motion is expected during the next couple of days, followed by a slower eastward to east-southeastward motion this weekend. On the forecast track, the center of Gabrielle will approach the Azores during the day on Thursday and move across the island chain late Thursday into early Friday. Maximum sustained winds are near 100 miles per hour, 155 kilometers per hour with higher gusts. Some weakening is forecast during the next few days, but Gabrielle is forecast to be at hurricane strength when it passes through the Azores.
So we're going to watch this storm and see whether it continues to be able to produce a tornado as it continues its moving toward Baton Rouge. This is the storm over here right now, due north of Lafayette. That is a new severe thunderstorm warning for St. Martin and St. Landry parishes, as you just saw pop up there on the window. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning extending all the way till... Okay, this is just in right there, as you just heard. The tornado warning has been canceled. It has been replaced by this newly issued severe thunderstorm warning. As I said, the tornado warning has been canceled. According to the National Weather Service, the storm has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 45 miles, 75 kilometers from the center. The estimated minimum central pressure is 1,008 millibars, 29.77 inches. These are the 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
So, as the National Weather Service just said,
September 24th, at Baton Rouge, light rain was falling.
The storm has been allowed, or the warning has been allowed to be canceled, as they believe that the storm no longer has potential for a tornado. So this has now been replaced by this newly issued warning here. Let's see here. So you can see there, it still has a tornado possible tag. It includes cities such as Krotz Springs, Melville, Palmetto, Port Bear, and Washington. It's still in effect. This one's in effect until 6:30 p.m. Central Time. This is in effect for St. Landry and St. Martin parishes, Louisiana. So anybody in these areas shall continue to maintain your vision on the storm. They still believe that it has the potential for a tornado, but not enough to warrant a tornado warning.
Here is the tropical weather outlook. For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of America, active systems, the National Hurricane Center is issuing advisories on Hurricane Gabrielle, located over the central subtropical Atlantic. Central and western tropical Atlantic L93, a low-pressure system located several hundred miles east of the Leeward Islands.
I still see the rotation there, but obviously compared to how strong it was earlier, it's much less. As you can see here, when we had 49.1 on top of 19, and now it's about 56 on top of 26. So it's not as strong as earlier, but still something to monitor, still something to watch. Of course, I believe I'm going to keep this stream up until around 7 p.m. Eastern, or 6 p.m. No, sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the stream going until around 6 p.m. Central Time to see if anything happens with the storm, and if nothing happens by then, the stream will drop. But I will continue to monitor this storm and any storms across the nation whenever they predict something, or whenever a new tornado warning is issued. Just got a new update coming. The severe thunderstorm warning. This same one right here. This one right here for Washington, Port Bear, Palmetto, Melville, Krotz. You just saw it change size a little bit, and also you saw something disappear on the left. It is no longer have a tornado possible tag. So they do not believe that it is able to produce a tornado, period.
Formation chance through 48 hours. Low 30%.
And I do agree. Now, the radar program I'm using right now, it's not the most reliable. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to another one real quick.
Highs in the upper 80s. Temperature.
As you can see here, the velocity signature has completely disappeared. It is completely disappeared. It is gone. So I have deemed this storm.
New information. A severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
You just heard there, sorry. It just got updated. It just went through my system now. I have deemed this storm unable to produce a tornado. Because of this, the stream will now end. As I said, I will be continuing to monitor for any new tornado warnings across the nation. Thank you for watching. If you did, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next stream.